Hi, good morning and welcome to my Flosstube channel. My name's Natalie and this is Sew Stitch Sew Nat and this is Flosstube 64. It's Friday the 29th of August 2025. My channel's predominantly about cross stitch, sometimes a few other things, but today it's all cross stitch. I have an FO, so a fully finished object, lots of whips. I did start something new but I can't show you. I have got an FFO but I can't show you. And then I've got another whip that I can't show, so when I come to do the next video you'll see all of those. So there's a card and a gift for my dad, and there's my smalls exchange for the Caterpillar cross stitch retreat next month. But yeah, lots of progress on whips. I'd like to say hello to all my returning subscribers and thank you for coming back, and welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I keep saying it's turned a little bit chilly here today, so I've got the old cardigan out and socks on my feet, even though I'm still wearing shorts because it is meant to get warmer. It started off at 11 Celsius this morning. It's going to get to 20-21, which is just about shorts weather. I shall try and talk about life at the end. It might come in between. Yeah, I've got notes in front of me, basket of whips down there, another empty basket here. There is someone else in the room with me but he's being quiet at the minute, so we'll see how we get on. So my FO, my finished object, is Gilmoreisms, and this was by Forbidden Fibre Co. I think you still get the pattern on their website. I have actually, oh that's what I didn't do. I might have to do a bit of inserts and pictures later because I bought another chart Gilmore related. Yeah, I think I just got the bit between my teeth and I wanted it finished, and yeah, I think it was not long after the last video this was finished. And I started watching Gilmore Girls again. I'm not sure where I'm up to. Season 3, near the end of season 3, so she's just about to go off. She's trying to decide which college she's going to, sorry. So yeah, I think the only one I've not done this time around is the Rory's going to Yale. Oh, and the rocket. But yeah, I think this is my third run through of watching Gilmore Girls, so yeah. And I discovered it. When did I discover it? I think people kept recommending it. I thought, oh, go and have a look, and that was it, I was hooked. So that's my finish on that, and that was stitched with the DMC alternative on the chart rather than the overdyed flosses that they created for it. I didn't make any substitutions. I did mine on 32 count light blue Murano by Zweigart. I can't remember the call for was a Forbidden Fibre Co or not. Not sure how I want to fully finish it yet, but it's done. So on to whips. I'll do my monthly goal stitching first. So the aquarium's finished. And first project is this dog project. So this is the one that I said I would finish stitching for a relative, and end up having to restart it. And I'll say over halfway now. It's blown out a little bit today. And this is where I'm up to. So essentially, I think I've done all of that chunk down there. Sorry about the hanging threads. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I don't iron either until I FFO, fully finish the object. I couldn't find this chart anywhere. It is I think it is a China kit, so, but it's from quite a number of years ago. So yeah, so I'm past the point they were past originally. I couldn't figure out what was going on. The chart wasn't very easy to follow. But finally I'm on the home straight with this. Looking to finish it this year. So it can go and live in its new home. And just using all the kit materials apart from the replacement 14 count Ada that I've had to put in. I'm hoping there's enough thread. If not, I'll have to substitute some DMC in. It's got a thread everywhere. Next one, I didn't put that much in, to be fair, so yeah, is my Pokémon, and it's Squirtle, short Squirtle, which embroidery for kids art. It was on Etsy, it's not available anymore. Using the call for DMC. My edges are fraying. There's only 3 colours in this. I'll take it out of the hoop. So yeah, so this is where I'm at. And I've did do a bit in here, and then realised it's not sitting in the right place. I've come over here and done this bit. So next time I pick it up, I'm going to work my way across and find out what I've done wrong here, because it's definitely a mistake in it. So that needs to come out. I can fudge to a certain extent, which I think I have done before on one of these, but yeah, there becomes a point where if you're 3 stitches out, which I am, then that's not possible. So I've got a bit of work to do on that. Nowhere near my goal for the month, but I think I can catch up with that one. This one is Binky and Death. It's also another gift stitch. This is by Lyndisfarne. This is available on eBay. It's a kit or a chart. And they do quite a few licensed Terry Pratchett stitches. I did overachieve on my goal. Sorry, coughing got me. I did overachieve on this one. Don't think I said the Pokemon's on 18 count, I think. It's either 18 or 16 count Black Ada. And this is on a 32 count. Some Cloud Summer Sky fabric flare available at Lakeside Needlecraft here in the UK. So I have the horse's head, well, Binky's head to do, which is the horse. A little bit of back stitching, and this is done. And I realise there's a metallic in it which I haven't got, but I'll just get something from Stash if I haven't got the correct one. So yeah, so this overachieved, and I think I could quite reasonably get that done quite easily. Don't know. There's quite a bit in that horse's head. Might be done in September. I think it might be October though by the time. I'm going to catch up on some other projects, but once I get working on that, yeah, it's normally head down, which I'm getting a bit that way with the dog project as well. I think once I see the end in sight, that's it, I want to go for it, which is what happened with Gilmore Girls. And my last monthly project, I'm not going to take this out of the queues now because it's a bit of a pain, is Cross Stitch Kingdom. This is Darth Vader. I'm stitching mine on a 25 count Blackbird yarn 2/2, and I have done all of that. So the monthly goal is 46 boxes a month. There are quite a few partial boxes within this, but I think I'm not even at 20 at the minute, so I need to get this out over this weekend to try and get a bit more in it. But a lot of it is block colour. There's two more boxes down here, and then I'm sort of rolling across with it completed then. There's more on this side than there is on the other side. It's now all gridded and it's ready to go. Hopefully to get completed this year. It's goal, so we'll see. I'd like it turned into a cushion. Imagine if, yeah, anyway, I wouldn't do it again. Right, oops, sorry, I'm leaning right over. Other project I worked on was my button box from In Friendship Way by Blackbird Design. And that's what it'll look like. The key to the chart has got a mistake on it. I'll put the link below as to where you can find the correction. I'll take it out. So I've mainly been working on the house. I'm not going strictly cold for. And this is what mine looks like. Stitchy Sally's been stitching this with the DMC, and I went Classic Colourworks. Plus, I think that's quite different, the little flower pot. And I decided to continue with Old Money all the way around. And this is on a, I want to say vintage sand, it's a vintage something, that's what I got. I keep meaning to look it up and I keep forgetting to. But it's like a cream with a yellow mottle overlay. And that's in memory of my great aunt, who I used to call my button auntie. So yeah, fun memories. It's going to go on top of a box that has got some of her embroidery in. Next is Teresa Kogut, With Thy Hands. Oh, I remember what I've done. It's been a little while since I picked it up. And I must say sorry, Sally, I'm behind on Flosstube. What did I think I did watch the video, and then my husband had something on TV that just completely distracted me. I need to re-watch it and put a comment, so apologies. So I have reached this side now. Started putting the border in, started doing a bit more of the tree. This is on a 40 count Newcastle linen in Country Vintage Mocha with the Col 4 DMC, 1/2. Yeah, it's going to take me a while. And I tend to sit and stitch on it while I'm watching Sally from Flossysewsandgrows. That's the one. Can't get my teeth in today, sorry Sally. Next I've got Cabin in the Woods, which I started with another Sally, Stitchy Sally, December last year for her birthday, which is by Possibilities. I went for the PDF option off Etsy. Mine's on a 32 count slate Murano, 2/2 with a Col 4 DMC. I thought that was upside down for a moment. There is a fudge in it, but I've not quite got to the bit where I've really got a proper fudge it. Just been working in that tree, so I've just done a bit. Yeah, loving it. Tempted to buy the new one. Actually, I'm tempted to buy 2 or 3 things. I'm sure there's something else. There's the Shy on the Mountain, I think it's called, which is the 3rd in this series. And what's the other one? Oh, Tiny Modernist Tea Queen. Really tempted. Could end up being a retreat start. Then we're on to, actually I won't do that yet. I'll do the end of Jolly July. Suddenly realise these are slightly out of order. I've not got cover photo for this one. So I don't think it was quite the end of July when I filmed last. So I was trying to pick up a few more Christmas things for Jolly July after the epic finish of the aquarium. And that's what that looks like. So just a bit more work on part 1 of the stitch along. Yeah, it's on a 28 count linen, like a minty colour. But yeah, that's the only, oops, blowing it out. That's all I've got on that one. I'm starting to think about what I'm going to take to the retreat with me. I've got quite a few caterpillar projects as whips, and then some as kits, and then I like the new tree, but I don't want to stitch on that Foba. So I finished one on the Foba, which was Hello Spring. I put a photo in, and then I'm stitching Hello Sunshine, which I'm over 50% on. So that's not getting restarted. And then I've got Hello Pumpkin and Hello Deer. And I think Hello, what they call the new one, is it Hello Robin or something like that? Yeah, do I want to stitch those through on a different fabric? I'll probably keep the count the same-ish. Don't know whether I want to do it on Ada or even weave. Yeah, and then do I do it on white? Yeah, the whole question's out. Not. But you'll know next time when I come what I've decided, and whether I'm doing a retreat start and all the works. So my next 4 projects are the projects I took on holiday with me. I did a massive amount of stitching. I think I did over 6,000 stitches in a week. They were happy enjoying themselves in the pool, or I was awake early. all the combinations, or the, you know, the 4-hour play journey there and back as well. So I took Shack on the Shore by Flossabilities. I'd already started this before with the stitch along. Sorry, someone's making noises in the background. So literally you can barely tell the difference because I did 2 cream lines and started a white line. That is literally all I did on this one. It did not get very much love and attention, mainly because the lighting wasn't great in the room, and even though I have a clip-on light, it wasn't that combination just wasn't working. So I don't think I wanted to take it by the pool. I was getting into the rhythm too much on the other projects. Other projects, I took 4 projects. This one is Octopus Boost on You by Tiny Modernist, and that's what it looks like. Stitching this on 14 count 1 Ada. I started this on holiday last year, so at the minute I put all the corals in, the border's done. I just want some more like pebbles in, and then I started on one of the octopi. Yes, yeah. So I started on one of them in the corner, and there are 3 different turquoises in there, and there's orange to go on. So the light's blowing it out. There. So I put all the border in, put all the measurements in, because it was a blank canvas before I picked it up. Sorry, hopefully I've picked this up in the right place. I got rudely interrupted. Yeah, so I've learned a lot about what I like to stitch on holiday, and hopefully take that forward to next year. I've discovered audiobooks as well. I'll try and talk about that rabbit hole later. I'll just add it to my notes. Next is Carolyn Manning Stained Glass Cell. I think we're on part 5. The frame was released at the start. It started in April. Can't remember when I started it. No, I started it at the right time. It's definitely going to need a wash. Sorry. Oh, if you had smell-o-vision. And I've been stitching it in hand. Well, a mixture of in hand and in the hoop. So one of my outline borders is all in. Got to finish this zigzag border. My 6 frames are fully in at the top. So I need to go in and fill in all the Call for DMC, and it's a 32 count Murano in plum. There is some Koranic in there. Yeah, so I've just got to finish this. I've actually used Anchor 310 for this rather than Anchor 403, not DMC 310. So this is the full size of it, but it's pretty much full coverage. So I'm now using this for my swim project, given that Gilmore Girls is now finished. I found I stitch on that a lot, like either by the pool or up in our room, so that got a lot of attention. Oh, and on the plane. And this actually worked out not too bad. This is a tablet case I just picked up from, I think it was Flying Tiger actually. It was on sale as well. But it worked out quite nicely for the holiday project. So I've got everything I need in here. Put the scissors in the suitcase. Yeah, had 4 projects in here. But yeah, it's not too bulky as well, and the pockets are much bigger. And the last project I worked on was Modern Folk Embroidery Ruskin's Penguins. I still had frogging to do on this when I picked it up. I frogged it, restitched it. Not all the blacks in yet. I think this is sitting at, I say it's now sat at like 60% or something. I'll get some details in a minute. It's on a 32 count mint splash Murano. It's only DMC white. I think I actually am using Anchor 310, DMC 310 for this. And I've only put, the only white bits I've put in are down here, which is probably not showing on camera. Penguins are in. I need to do the words and the snowflakes. Finish this border. Just got more black and more white to go in it. So yeah, that's sort of chuntering ready for a finish. Let me just have a look at my notes on my phone. So this one, yeah, so I put about 1,600 stitches on this one, so it's now sat at 50.69%. Shack on the Shore got 373. I knew it wasn't much. Octopus Beast Cornu, can't, because it's paper, I didn't count that one. And Stained Glass Cell got 4,401 stitches, so it's now at 58.50%. In terms of the border, that's only the border, not the individual. It's a 6-part cell, so you get 2 blocks a month. Like I say, it's still, September will be the last part for that one. So yeah, lots of stitching on holiday. I think the stained glass, this and this one, are easily 2 like swim stitches. I think once I've got the letters and the snowflakes in, that'll be an easy one just to take out and about. So it could be a retreat piece. Man, so could the stained glass cell. They'll both easily pick up. Right. So that's all my whips. Oh, I can't remember, I think I told you guys, last Christmas I could not find our Christmas stockings at all, anywhere. Yeah, I was looking for something else and they turned up. So they're now safely on my sewing table upstairs, waiting to get fully re-FO'd, or fully finished for mine and my husband's, and then re-FO'd for theirs, because it needs a line and they need a little bit of TLC. But I have got 3 that go one way and 1 that go the other way in terms of which way they hang, but trying not to let it bug me. But yeah, would I stitch in the stocking? Yes, I would. Have I got one on the go? No. Have I got any stash? Yes. So we shall see. The in-laws coming for Christmas, so that's not going to happen this Christmas. They tend to come every other Christmas. So it'd be nice to have one for them each as well. And I know that my mother-in-law appreciates it the same way I appreciate her crochet stuff when she sends me that. And I've just realised I've missed a project. It was one of the Jolly July ones. I'll just grab it. And I haven't opened this up. So this one is Northern Needlework Expressions Twisted Christmas Sampler, and it's got the speciality stitches in it. It's got beads. Mine's on a 28 count tape, I want to say. I think I probably wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 28 count Brittany. It's an even weave tape. This is what I got. I think last time you saw it, I hadn't put in the white. Can't remember the name of the stitch now. Like the fan stitches. I think I was trying to finish off this green, or had to redo this one. I've also put the DMC, I think it's Colorus one. It's like the Christmas toned one. So that was my original satin stitch, which has got the 3 separate DMC. And then I used the Colorus. But I'm torn between which one I prefer. And plus I've used 3 strands of the Colorus. I think I might have to if I decide to go down the 3 separate colours of DMC, I might have to go back over it and put another strand in it. But I think I actually prefer the 3 separate colours to the Colorus. Let me know what you think. I think the red's not very red, and there's like a pale green in it. I think that's what's throwing me off. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And then yeah, I haven't fully decided. Haul plans? No, it's 2 plans. Plan is to work on the monthly goal stuff. It's got the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Retreat in 3 weeks, so I need to decide what I'm taking with me. Need to sort out my table gifts. Got ideas for that as well. Keep flip-flopping as to what I'm doing. So yeah, so I've got that well, I've got an idea in my head. I kind of vaguely know where I'm going with it. And yeah, just keep on stitching basically. What else? Got a haul. I'll do a bit on audiobooks actually. So I decided I like reading on holiday, but I didn't want reading at the cost of stitching, which is what happened last year. And like normally I'm listening to Flosstube when I'm stitching, I didn't want to do that because it would like use up all my data and stuff. You never can guarantee how good the hotel Wi-Fi is and that, which is yeah. So I thought, oh, I'll go down the audio book route. So I listened to By Your Side by Ruth Jones, which is my first one. Really enjoyed that. Then The No Show by Beth O'Leary. Really enjoyed that as well. Still Me by Jojo Moyles. I think I finished that. Yeah, I did finish that on holiday. And then I started Never Greener by Ruth Jones. Haven't finished that one yet. I did have a look for our local library, and they've got an audio lending service as well, so I needed to get my membership and stuff. So I might stop with Audible and go on to that service. But yeah, really enjoyed listening to the audiobooks. So it's something that's definitely going to stick around. Maybe if I try and start getting out for a bit more exercising, like walking, that's what I want to do. I want to listen to that while I'm walking. So if I want to know what happens next in the story, I've got to get out there, haven't I? Motivation for you. As long as I've got the right audio book in the mix. In terms of life, kids go back to school next week. My dad's big birthday next week, hence the FFO and that. Been on holiday, went to Crete, really nice. Wouldn't go back to the same hotel, different reasons, like various things. So we're trying to decide where we want to go to next year. We'd like to go somewhere different, but somewhere within Europe. Just short haul, because we tend to only sort of get a week where we can sort of like pack the holiday in. We very much had like a pool holiday. We didn't actually get out on any trips. Normally we do. I think we're all a bit sort of wanting to chill basically. Kids spent most of the time in the pool, spent a morning by the sea, a morning at the on-site aqua park, which was okay. No queues, but a bit, I would say a bit basic, but yeah. Not sure I'd want to go to a hotel with an on-site one again, because when you start thinking about it, you're like, well actually they've got less safety things going on. I mean, it's well maintained, don't get me wrong, but one of the lifeguards is really on it, and the rest of them were just, yeah, not really paying close enough attention maybe. But because it's quite quiet, it was easy to see what was going on. So yeah, like I was saying, my youngest didn't like it because at the proper water park's got like all the concrete structure. So rather than it being sort of like a metal staircase, I'm scared of heights, but I was fine. But he was getting a little bit twitchy and didn't really like it. So refused to then go on any rides other than the young kid rides. I say rides, you know, slides, just say. But yeah, we had a good time. Came back last weekend, so it's nice to have a chill bank holiday weekend before back into the thick of it. It's been a bit heavy this week, just trying to finish off our financial year end. Actually no, I'm an accountant, work for a company. So yeah, just life's lifing. So I recorded Summer of Stitching boxes 1 to 4 and then didn't get them out on my Flosstube channel before I went away. I think what I'll do is I'll still edit them and put them up. I've got 5 and 6 but 5 is this week's one, so I've avoided seeing what's in 5 at the minute, and then 6 is next week's one. So originally it would be week 6, but due to unforeseen circumstances we got put back a week. So I'll do a video for 5 and 6, so I won't show those here at all, and that's just, so that's the same, that's the whole box. I'll just put them in the extras, and then you can see what I've got or not, as the case may be. Her Christmas advent calendars are out. I think she's got 4 different ones, so you can have just needle minders. I think it's 12 or 24, and then she's got like a mixed box with either 12 or 24 as well. I'm not sure in terms of shipping. You'll have to contact her, just because of all the things going on at the minute, because they're quite bulky boxes as well, with EU and US. Yeah, minefield at the minute. Other things I got, so I went into Ryman's, can't remember what we were going there for school stuff. Their craft section's opening up quite a bit, so I've got this marble thing for scrapbooking. I don't think I showed this last time. I'm going to put some of my finishes in this. And then I picked up some ribbon, with the idea of scissor fobs or tying the ribbon to the zip of the project. So I managed to lose a pair of scissors in July, which was slightly annoying. I think they must have felt the car out. Sorry, just open this up. Felt the car when I got out. I wouldn't quite say they were my favourite pair of scissors, but I was slightly annoyed, and I ended up getting some millwood ones, in the same sort of multicolour foil tone thing. Yeah, so I'm going to put a scissors fob on that. Well, I've got plenty of scissors, as you can maybe see behind me there. I also picked up, just randomly searching on Amazon, these acrylic strawberry floss drops. I think I'm very much into floss drops as opposed to bobbins these days, and I can't decide what to do with my, I can't decide what to do with my DMC collection. So I've got 2 of them made by Rodney, like cabinet-y things, whether I want to convert to floss drops or not. And those made by Rodney's weren't cheap either, and obviously if I switch to floss drops, that's another cost on top of it, so yeah, I need to decide what I'm doing. I did get some electronic patterns, and I put my phone somewhere. I'm going to have to talk through them and put images up because I haven't got them printed out at the minute. So I picked up Forbidden Fibre Co. And it was a Gilmore, what did they call it? The Raining Loreley's cross stitch. It looks like this, from the Forbidden Fibre Co. website. There is deals, so it's stitched in their flosses that they created, but there is a DMC alternative on the pattern. And then I've also been to Etsy and did some damage. So I purchased this one that's been on my mind for ages, which is the Dragonfly Inn. by Lala Hoop Co. No, La Hoop Co. Anyway, yeah, haven't started stitching that yet. And I went on to the Happy Sloth. Got the Gilmore cast, which also comes with the bonus one. And they said, oh, what if you buy, is it 4 or 5, you get a discount? I was like, So yeah, damage was done. So I got Pretty Woman, which has been on my list for a while. I also got a Home Sweet Home, which is a reference to Stargate Atlantis, or Stargate and Stargate Atlantis. I also got We're the Weirdos Mister from The Craft. And I also got a Sloth saying not today. So yeah, 50% off when you buy 5. Yeah, and I was done for, because some of them I'd wanted for a while. And the Gilmore one, Girls one came later. So yeah, I haven't got any other haul. So I think I'm actually done rather than continuing to ramble. I'm going to say goodbye. Flatwit C, like and subscribe. Thank you for spending time with me today. I know my watch list is incredibly long at the minute, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, and bye for now.